communication is happening much faster than before. There's a sea of information that is out there, and it's hard for on a personal level to go through that kind of information. For a government, it's even harder to sort of screen through everything that you see out there. We're talking about the 24/7 news cycle. We're talking about real time. And the challenges of that is sort of understanding what real time means, what you can say on social media, what you cannot say on social media, how you can react and how fast you can react. The advent of social media not only changed the way we are communicating, but social media had an impact on the basic DNA of what foreign policy is. A very big impact is power. Because of the network structure that technology has been creating, power has been certainly more diluted than it was before. Not only that, power, anybody that is at the center of any network can sort of have power at that point. So states have to understand how to interact with those new players. How can governments relate to those players, and how can government talk to those players, engage them, and have them be part of the process? So how can we put sort of the same idea into foreign policy, where simple ideas can be used towards the very difficult challenges that we're facing today? Innovation is about ideas, and again, ideas can come from anywhere and everybody. It's not just about thinking about technology, it's about implementing technology in your own process. The innovation process, when you work with technology, with social media, or in other fields, is about three different elements. One is disruption. You cannot be an innovator unless you are a disruptor, unless you're changing the system, making the system working better to solve the challenges that you have. It's also about failures and sort of implementing failures into the process and not being scared away from failures, so that you can learn from what you're doing and doing it in a better way. Another element is about listening. It's important to listen, but how can you really listen on social media? Because at the end of the day, their goal is to be part of the process, and our goal is to achieve policy goals that can have an effect, a positive effect on our foreign policy agenda and on our citizens. You have to sort of focus on the impact that you're trying to have. You have to focus on the uniqueness of your project, but it also has to be magical. There has to be that surprising element that you might have not thought about at the very beginning, but at the end of the day, after you apply the strategy, something magical came out, a different way of thinking at that same problem.